Morning, everyone. Hope your week went well. Indeed, it has been also a messy week, but again, we shall be able to make some money in this week. I do see a decent setups actually in the making at the moment. I'll discuss them shortly anyway. But in all the cases, stick to the trades of the week that I gave it to you. Most likely, they are going to get, fulfill these levels by the end of this week. In terms of gold, we have seen a drop and then a push to the upside. Pound dollar was something that didn't give us that drop to the downside. Most likely we were going to get that drop and then push to the upside. I'll give you that levels as well in there too, so bear with me for this. Right, let's have a look at the calendar. Yesterday we have seen CPI actually been exactly as the forecast, 0.1%. Again, the trimmed CPI year on year, we have seen some drop in there. It's a trending at the moment in the economic market across the board at the moment. So nothing major as a surprising factor in there. But in all the cases, you must have seen that because of this being up and this being down, it has actually, nullified the impact on the chart. So whenever you see something like that contradicting, the best thing is to stay away from the market, at least for that news, and then get back in after the news. Okay. This is always going to be the case unless you see that the market is quite, clear before that. Now, today we are expecting unemployment claims. I do see pound and all of these majors having one more drop before actually they start to go to the upside again. So we probably would be able to see some, strength in the DXY starting from unemployment claim and then leading up to, because in the Euro news tomorrow, GBP flash, manufacturing PMI and services PMI, all of this could actually give some more strength to the DXY. Okay. Then again, I do see one more drop happening. This drop potentially could be something from here, from the Friday, and then we can expect to start, one more push to the upside again. Let me just show you on the chart anyway. In all the cases, we are going to see some messy structures for the rest of this week as well. Actually, for the rest of this month, we do have still few days left in this month. It's a complex, messy structural month, but in all the cases, if you've been taking some partial profits, the worst case scenario for you would have been 5% or would be 5% by the end of this month. Okay. Now let's have a look at the gold. Right. As you can see here, we were expecting gold to give us a reaction, from these levels on the smaller time frame. If you remember that, I was expecting market to give me a reaction somewhere here and then a drop to the downside. That drop, I was expecting it to go further downside as well here, somewhere in this zone for a bigger push to the upside. Instead, market has actually given us just only the 65, not 55 or 50. In all the cases, if you would have been in the sell, the worst case scenario for you would have been a profit, because I did mention that please, every time gold or any of these things drop 5 points, you need to take partial profits. Okay. So if you haven't done that, this would have been a, again, you can see that in front of you. Okay. This is a clear corrective structure in front of you, and the market has pushed. If any of you have bought in this one to the upside, you did good. If you didn't do anything, again, we didn't find a setup for the buy in this one on the 1 hourly chart. We could actually got into this one somewhere here, but again, it's not worth it, especially at this level here. Now, what I'm expecting next for the rest of this week is going to be a consolidation here. Seems like it's heading to break the stop here now. See the reaction from 204. If market gives you a sell setup there, might not be a bad idea to just scalp this one to the downside, let the market go down below 2K. Then a push to the upside will take us towards 210 and above, and then it will be starting something similar like this. Okay. And then a push to the upside towards, again, 2030. For me, as I've mentioned it to you, from these levels, if I'm buying or if I'm selling, there has to be a short term. As soon as I'm in profit, I'm taking it, because I know that the biggest sell that the market is going to give me will be from 2030. And until market taps 2030, it's going to keep on doing some sort of a mess around, probably even give you a deeper drop here, just to make sure that every single trader get freaked out, and then after that they will push it right back up and take everybody out as well. So again, keep that 2030 level in your mind. If you want to buy towards it, go for it. Entirely up to you, as long as you're limiting your risk at 1% and you get a better setup. Our traders, you can only trade this one with the strategy 3, on the 4-hourly or 1-hourly chart if you're buying it. But again, every 5 points you get it, take partial profits, put the rest at break even, and keep moving your stops. Every 5 to 10 points, keep banking the profit. That is the only way to make money in this. Again, the biggest sell will be at 2030. Okay. Now, in this structure, what the other scenario, as I always mention to you, the other scenarios as well in this gold, because I know that many of you are going to trade. Again, like I said to you, 204, see the reaction. Potentially, if you get a setup, one more drop, that will be a very slight, tiny one, 10 points perhaps. And then a push to the upside, taking the top, coming right back down here, something like this. This could actually be a slightly bigger drop here as well, if market makers wants to actually lure many of these retail traders in, because they'll be thinking right above this top here, they'll be potentially keep on flying to the moon. It won't happen. It will take everybody in and then drop here. Okay. And that drop, you can certainly trade that as well. Now, in this structure, if you stick to any of these trades and stay with the long term, you're not going to make money on this. You have to make short-term trades in this one. Up or down, both direction can actually happen in here. Okay. But again, this is the level where you should not be looking any more buy setups. You should be looking for only sell setups. Now, if market wants to actually tap this level, since we don't hear any ceasefire happening from there, from Israel and Hamas side, so I do presume that if it's a drop, that drop will have to be a quick one and then a push to the upside. And that push to the upside potentially can take us above, these levels here as well. Again, bigger sell will be starting from here. Short-term sells, you can actually take it from here or from here. But every time market goes down, you need to take some partial profits. That is the only way forward for the rest of this month. US oil. Now, US oil has started to push to the upside and then started consolidating here. This consolidation is pretty much in the making. Let it come back up here. There's a potential market taking the top, coming back down and then pushing right back up here. It's heading towards 80. See what market does there. In all the cases, short-term upside. Dollar yen, again, all of these yen alternatives, I was expecting market to push to the upside. They did actually go to the upside before that, and then market dropped here, then started to go to the upside again. They are going to go to the upside. They have this tendency to take everybody out and then push right back up. If any of you have been looking for a buy, you are doing good. Still, we are looking for a buys here. Wait for something like this, and then this is your buy if you want to look for a buy. Remember, we have a fair value gap here. We have a fair value gap here, even here as well. So all of this can be actually taken before market drops if it is ready to go for a long-term drop. Okay. To keep an eye on that one. So all what we need is a consolidation to the downside. Short term, I do see this one, all these yen alternatives pulling back potentially today or early tomorrow. And then you can start to look for your buy setups if that structure is ready by the midday tomorrow for a buy. Okay. But buy is the only trade that I'll be interested in. DXY, again, we expected DXY to break this to the downside and then give us a buy setup. Again, this has given us this push to the upside here. It will be giving us some more upside here this week. Corrective structure. Let the market go to the upside precisely towards 104. Very close to that. It might not tap that, but very close to that. Then come back down 103.5 and then push right back up here. All of this could actually happen within this week. And then we can expect one more drop before it goes back up here. What I'm expecting is potentially something like this here. Okay. Like this. And then this is the move potentially will be starting next week. If not, earliest will be, late New York session. Euro dollar was expected to go to the upside, tap the 9.5 level, which it did, and then started to drop here. Again, it's heading to the upside here. If you want to scalp it, I'm not sure if you can be able to by the time you get this recording, but I'm expecting the same level tapped again once more, and then a drop to the downside. That drop needs to be either a decent drop like this, or if market slowly goes to the downside and goes below 1.09, you can take some partial profits from there. Okay. Because after that, excuse me. Because after that, as we're mentioning, I do see this one consolidating to the upside short term. If you are a scalper, you should be able to get some sort of a 40, 50 pips to the upside from the current level here. Once market will have 9.5 level again, see what market does there. Most likely we're going to get one more drop here as soon as market drops 50 pips again from that 905 level. You can see how fast this goes to the downside. So again, you can scalp this, you can scalp this as well. And that is the way forward potentially for this week. Okay, because if you're going to hold on to anything, it's not going to work. What reaction I'm expecting? If it drops, I'm expecting a reaction somewhere around in this zone here, 9088. In this 20 pips zone. If market gives you a buy setup here, you can certainly take that one, and that would be taking us towards 110 level here. Otherwise, this drop needs to be breaking this level, this 20 pips very sharp, something similar like this. Okay, so short term is the only way forward for this week. If you hold on to any long term, it won't work. Pound dollar, again, we were expecting this was our trade of the week. We were expecting market to give us a sell setup. It never gave us any sell setup anyway. But again, if any of you have taken somewhere, somewhere here above the top, any sell setup, again, that probably would been, a smaller loss, or, if you didn't get a chance to get in here, then it's totally okay, because I'm still waiting for my setup for the down wave here. This is not a right setup at the moment. Perhaps we might be able to get that drop from the budget, update today. If that's what we are going to get, then I would rather not trade this to the downside. I would rather actually wait for this one to happen, unless you want to scalp it, entirely up to you, because this structure has slightly changed to something like this here. Now, my next reaction would be potentially coming from somewhere here, 24, and then I can look for one more push to the upside before budget. If market is somewhere around here and has given me this drop, that is the push to the upside. That will take us towards 26 and above. Again, for me, the biggest sell now will be starting from 26 level. So as you can see here, the structure has started to become slightly messier, because market is messy at the moment. Okay, so what I'm expecting at the moment is something similar, like probably one more push to the upside, taking the top, then coming right back down. If it breaks the top and give you a sell setup, then you might be, able to capture that to the downside. But if it drops from here, you might not be able to capture this drop. That's why I would wait on this one if it drops from here. And then I would look for my buy somewhere around here in this zone. If market gives me a buy, that buy from 24 to 26, that's a decent 200 pips, easy. Okay, so this will be the setup in the middle, and then market will be dropping somewhere around here for a bigger drop. Okay, so that is pretty much what I'll be looking for and waiting for in this case. But again, in all the cases, this trade should not give you a loss. Okay, should not give you a loss from this level. Because worst case, if let's say you have actually entered at this level without a stop loss, it will be tapping that level. Take your trade off. For a sell, look for a buy somewhere below this level here, and then push right back up. Take your trade off somewhere here. Okay. Aussie dollar also has gone to the upside without giving us a sell setup. It continuously kept pushing to the upside, taking the top. All what we need is this pullback here to the upside, 65.6 and above, and then a break to the downside. If market does that, it will push right back up once more, tapping 66, and then a break to the downside potentially next week. New Zealand dollar also has gone to the upside, taken the top, and now coming back down. The way it is coming back down is I need some confirmation here. That confirmation needs to be something similar like this here. Okay. If that happens, this is your trade to the downside. You can certainly trade this to the downside towards 59.5. So again, from 60.5 towards 59.5, somewhere around here, might not be a bad idea. Okay, if you get a decent sell setup. Pound yen is also a trade of the week. Again, we were looking for our buy setups. Market has dropped, but then went right back up to the same level where market has started. Again, a pullback is coming. Once market has gone to the downside from the current level as a confirmation, to the upside, this is going to head up again once more. Again, what I'm expecting is a level above 87.5. That's where I'll be looking for taking partial profits. Okay, I won't close my trade. I'll be taking partial profits, as I've mentioned. But wait for this one. If you are not in this already, wait for this one, then a push to the upside. But it will be going to the upside. Okay. Dollar CAD was expected to complete this consolidation. It's a mess at the moment. This is a consolidation happening. One more push to the upside and then a break to the downside. Probably by the end of this week would be a potential scenario that I can see. Silver also completing this consolidation. Wait for this. This is going to keep pushing to the upside, mess around here, push up, then coming back down, push up, and then a break to the downside. By the time market is doing something like this, gold will be doing what I've just shown you previously. BTC also dropped, consolidating at the moment. Wait for this. It is going to give us another drop here before it starts to go to the upside again. I'm expecting this drop to take at least this bottom here. Once market has taken that, this would be a better scenario for one more push up, taking these two tops and then a break to the downside. US30 is our trade of the week as well. Again, as I've mentioned, it could start this drop from here or just above this here. It will be starting very soon. This is what I'm seeing here at the moment, ending structure and then a break to the downside. Again, please wait for the daily confirmation, daily structure setup. Once you get it, don't miss that. That was the YouTube list. Let's have a look at the indices. US 10 years bond yield is pretty much ready to go to the upside. As I've mentioned on Sunday, it is going to do some sort of a mess around here, just pretty much completing this ending structure for a push to the upside. It's going to head upside, making something bigger than this. SXY also completing this, running flat here. One more drop, push right back up, and then after that we'll see the reaction at 113.5. see what market does. From this level we might actually get a slightly deeper drop here. GXY also has gone to the upside. It needs to come back down once more, completing all of these gapping situations here. Also there is a fair value gaps here as well. So all of this needs to be taken out. Hardly market does that. If they are actually planning to reverse on us, they will not be reversing without filling them gaps, because then it will be taking a long time. So the best case scenario for them would be something like this. That's when I will be expecting all of the yen alternatives to push right back up, then a push to the upside will drop them all. CXY needs one more drop here, then a push to the upside. Again, it's heading to break this top here. Once market has taken that, then we'll see what market has for us. DAX is pretty much consolidating here to break this top. Let the market take this top here. Again, as I've mentioned on Sunday, nothing has changed. Pretty much it's just consolidating at the same level. So one more push up and then a break to the downside will be the scenario. Japan 225 has a potential to drop here. Again, even if it goes to the upside, just for a one more push up without breaking this top, that would be not a bad idea, because again it needs to complete is by just breaking this top here once more and then a break to the downside. Okay, but downside is what I'll be interested in and waiting for. HSI also needs one more push to the upside and then a break to the downside. All of these indices are going to go to the downside. Wait for the daily time frame setups, please. If you are entering, that would give you a better risk to reward and better confirmation as well. Russell 2000 corrective structure, one more drop will be likely scenario that I can see in this as well. Aussie 200, again another one as well. Let the market take these two tops and then a break to the downside to take this bottom. FTSE is also heading towards upside once more before it starts to drop here. Let the market go to the upside, take this top once more, and then it will be starting a slightly bigger drop here. So again, as you can see here, most likely the timeline that I'd be looking for potentially would be something either Thursday New York session or early Friday for these drops. S&P 500 also has taken this top here. Remember, from this level as well, we are looking for a sell setup. No more buys from me personally. Even if market wants to go to the upside, I need market to actually come back down, completing something like this. Then only I'll be interested in the buys for this push to the upside. But again, at this point in time, no more buys for me. Nifty needs also some more consolidation here. Even if it goes to the upside, it's better actually if it goes to the upside, because then the drop will be a better one. Okay, but if it drops from here, then it will push right back up and then come back down. In all the cases, we will be getting one more drop, deeper drop in this case as well. Nasdaq has taken the top as expected and then tapped 16,000. Now from this level, anytime market can start to drop again. As I've mentioned, only DAX is the one which is actually potentially dragging all this indices to the upside, if anything, and then a drop to the downside will be ready for all of these indices at once. Okay, that was indices. Let's have a look at other pairs. Dollar ZAR has started to go to the upside. All what you need is a confirmation here, a consolidation here. That's your confirmation. Once market has done that, below 18.5, see if market gives you a buy setup. Might not be a bad idea to take it as soon as market breaks this top here. Start to take some partial profits, put the rest at break even. Do not close your trade. It might be the start of a bigger impulse to the upside. Dollar Mexican, also, this is ready as well to the upside. All what we need is a consolidation here for a push to the upside. So keep an eye on these two. You might actually get a better setup in these ones, because when they go, they actually give you a very pretty decent setups anyway. USD Chief, Dollar Chief, again, this is going to also do some sort of a mess around here, completing some sort of ending structure here, but it will be starting the push to the upside. I'm expecting a reaction very close to 88 level. So keep an eye on this one. Again, daily time frame setup is going to work out on this one as well. Okay, EURUSD has dropped, as you can see here, from 50 above level. Any sell setup from here, please do not miss that. You can still use this one as being a trade to the downside. If anything, take 0.5% risk, put your stop loss above this one here, and then trade this to the downside for the rest of this week. We might be able to get a very decent setup here, and a very decent drop as well. Minimum, I'm expecting a reaction towards 48.50, 48 here. See what market does there. Again, that is pretty much 100 pips drop from the current level. But again, let it crawl slowly to the upside and then a break to the downside. I don't want market to break this top here. If that top is taken, you need to be out of this structure as well. Okay, because then we need to see what market is going to give us above before we actually trade this. But for now, this is a valid setup for a downside. So look for a sell in this one ASAP. Euro New Zealand also was expected to break to the downside and then give us a buy setup. It actually broke down, and now it's literally, at the moment making, a corrective structure. At the moment, I don't see this one as being an impulse. If anything, corrective structure, one more push up and then a break to the downside before it goes to the upside. So it's going to mess around here. I would rather stay away from this one at the moment. This is not a really decent structure. Euro Oz is better actually in terms of the structure. If anything, it is ready. All what we need is a confirmation for a push to the upside. Once market will actually tap 167.5, you can start to take some partial profits. Don't close your trade. There is a potential for this one to take these two tops here. Okay, it is going to, in fact, it's going to actually break these two tops. All what you need to do is wait for the setup for a push to the upside. Euro GBP also has broken down. I really hope some of you have actually taken that. If you haven't, wait for this one. It's going to give you another push to the upside here, give you a reaction somewhere around here, and then a break to the downside once more. Again, it's not going to stop anywhere in the middle. If it goes to the downside, it's going to go and break this bottom here, precisely towards 86 level. Euro Yen also, this is our trade of the week. Market has dropped, but then went right back again to the same level. Again, this happens for the Euro pairs, Euro and Yen pairs. Corrective structure, if happens here, this is your trade to the upside. Again, I want all of you to keep an eye on this one as well. Correction and then push to the upside will be the trade. Again, I'll be still looking for, the bias hasn't changed for any of these. All what I need is for the market to give me a consolidation here. Our traders, BR strategy is going to work perfectly on this one if you're interested. Euro Chief, again, another one as well. I do see this one as well, correcting and dropping here as well. So if market gives you a correction, that's also a drop happening. Potentially in this week as well. Pound CAD is the only one which is, again, in terms of the CAD, as you remember that New Zealand CAD was the trade of the month, and I was telling you that it's going to tap 83. Yesterday I closed my trade. I'll ask IT to probably on Saturday show you that where we actually added, and because again this is a trade of the month where we do take a smaller risk on that. But again, all of this one, I've been telling you that as well, that this is going to give you a decent, profit towards 83 level. Now market has tapped that, and any time market can drop all the CAD alternatives to the downside. So again, this is not a setup. Let the market take the top and then start the drop to the downside. For me, all the CAD alternatives are ready to drop anytime. Again, for our traders, make sure you wait for the daily time frame setup and look for your strategy 3 on them. You are going to get a very decent, drop on them. Pound Chief is also getting ready for another drop. Let the market take this bottom. Again, I'm not expecting market to break this top. If it goes to the upside, put your stop loss above this, trade this to the downside and take this bottom here. Once market will take this bottom, take your trade off. Pound New Zealand, this is also messy at the moment. If anything, I need a consolidation or an impulse to the downside. So as you can see here, most of the pound pairs do have one potential for a drop. Once market will give us that drop, then we'll be interested in the buys after. Corrective structure in this one as well. If market gives you, wait for this one to tap 92 or very close to that, and then a break to the downside towards 91 below, and then a push to the upside will be a decent one. Aussie Chief also, I need this one to actually complete this consolidation here, slightly bigger than this one. The best case scenario for me would be a buy setup below this level here. Okay, I know that this is going to go and break this top here, but before it goes to break this top here, if market comes to this level here, or give me a buy setup in this zone, I'll get a better risk to reward. So I'd rather actually wait for that. But I told you where I'll be looking for my buy setup. It can certainly go for up from here because up is the direction. But the risk to reward might not be a good one unless you go for a lower time frame. But in all the cases, if you get a buy setup, it's probably worth it. Aussie CAD, again, it's also ready to go to the downside. All what you need is this confirmation and a drop. And that drop is going to be a decent one as well. Aussie Yen also has some more upside. All the yen alternatives are going to keep on pushing to the upside here. Monday is pretty much, was a mess day anyway. So again, you got this, but it will be giving you this as well anyway. So any of these alternatives, we might be able to get another 100 pips from the current level, pretty much more than that actually, because market has dropped before. Aussie New Zealand also has dropped again from the same level that we were expecting the reaction. One more drop here, push right back up, and then a bigger drop. Okay. New Zealand Chief also needs one more drop here. All what we need is a consolidation here. All of them, as you can see here, will be needing this here. So if from now until the New York session, if you get this, probably New York session is going to drop them all, breaking these bottoms here, and then we can be expecting this one all to go to the upside, completing this bigger consolidation. Okay, so all what we need is this. Without this, please do not enter in the sell, because again, market is in a very messy mode at the moment. So this could actually do something like this quickly and then come back down, and you'll be right in the direction, but at the same time, it will be losing. So please don't, fall victim to that. New Zealand Yen also needs some more upside. I do see this one breaking down once more, then pushing right back up here, a consolidation, and then a push to the upside. See the reaction above 90.5. New Zealand CAD was our trade of the month. As you know that we have been actually in this trade from these levels here, these levels. Okay. And then we actually, I'd taken some partial profit somewhere here because I saw this one actually falling down, but this fall was, quite messy and quite sharp. But because it's, what market does actually when they wanted to go to the upside, they wanted to make sure that everybody's out, with this being a structure in the middle. Okay, and you saw that that's what happened. The market has tapped 83. What's next? Anytime it can start to break down. Corrective structure, if we get it towards 83 again, one more drop. CAD Yen was not moving as expected. Again, I did expect this one to go to the upside and then a break to the downside, but it actually gave us only this mess here and then a break to the downside on the lower time frame. In all the cases, apart from this one, I did mention on Sunday that this does have a potential for something like this, which is what market has done. So all what we need at the moment is a consolidation for one more push to the upside. It will be pretty much giving us some more upside. I do see a lot of, fair value gaps in this one. Market potentially would be able to, tap them before they drop further. CAD Chief, again, look for a buy setup, wait for the daily setup on this one using the strategy 3. Even on the BR strategy, on the lower time frame might actually be giving you a decent buy setup as well. But in all the cases, it is a buy for me. Okay, so look for a buy setup on this one. Even if it gives you 100, 200 pips, we'll start to take some partial profits from then onwards. Chief Yen is also our trade of the week. Again, market never gave us any setup from here. It actually dropped and then now started to give us a setup from here. If any of you are in the buys, keep holding on to it. It's heading towards 170, somewhere around here. Again, still 150 pips. If you have taken it somewhere from here, even better. Okay, structure doesn't change. If market actually drops, it will still be going to the upside. It just adds more pips to it. Again, if any of you in the buys, take some partial profits. Those who are not in the buys, wait on this one. It's going to pull back here. 67.5, very close to below 68. Then a push to the upside again. 169.5 to 170. Somewhere here, market needs to talk to us. XPT also kept on pushing to the upside. It does have some more upside. I do see this one consolidating here. One more push to the upside. Once market has taken this top and tapped 950, it will be starting a slightly bigger consolidation. Nat gas is continuously dropping. Again, as I've mentioned, December is the month where natural gas kicks in with a seasonality to the downside. Let the market push to the upside first, and then in December we'll be expecting another drop, taking us towards the level that I've been telling you, this level below these, and then market will start to push to the upside from January onwards. Ethereum was expected to push to the upside towards 21. It actually went to 75, came back down. It is going to again back towards 2100. From there, we'll expect another drop. Again, it's all a consolidation at the moment. We'll see what market has for us. For now, it's a buy. Once market taps 21, we'll look for our sells. So again, as you can see here, short-term trades are all over the place at the moment. All what you need to know is how to trade them. I've mentioned it to you, how you can trade them all if you are trading them all. Okay, market is going to be, expect the market to be slightly messier, until the end of this month, because the October has swapped with November. In terms of seasonality, in terms of the messy structures, October has considerably, being better. If we can get past this November, the last few days, by securing our capital in December, we are going to get decent opportunities as well. Okay, with that note, guys, I shall see you on Sunday. Good luck for the rest of the week and trade with care. Make sure all of you We Trade Wave membership WTW members attend today's Q&A session. We are going to take live Q&As from all of you. If you have any question, bring it over. The timings and everything will be posted in your dashboard shortly. Usually it is at 7:30 p.m. But if that changes, we'll let you know, way before. So keep an eye on your Telegram, keep an eye on your Slack, keep an eye on your, on your dashboards as well. So just before, an hour or two before your session, our session, the dashboard will be updated. Okay, we shall see you all in that session first, and then I'll see you on Sunday as well. Goodbye.